This is a big day. This is a very important video. We've somehow reached 1,000 subscribers. I don't know how that's possible. I don't know how I did it. I don't know. It's all happening so fast, and that's insane. It's been around a year since I started, seriously focusing on like YouTube videos and stuff. So I just wanted to, give a big thank you for being here and stuff like that. I couldn't have done any of this without, people watching. So thank you. Thanks for being here. That's pretty much what I was trying to get at. Thanks for sticking around. That being said, I think a celebration is in order. So I ran a poll right here on my YouTube channel of what you guys wanted to see for the 1,000 subscriber special, and a whopping 14 of you spoke up and said to show my Pokemon collection. So I figured I might as well show off my collection. It's not that impressive or anything. It's just, it's pretty cool. Here it is, a collection of all my Pokemon video games and such and such. I'm not entirely sure how to format a video like this. I've never done anything like this. Believe it or not, it's my first time reaching 1,000 subscribers, so, yeah. I guess we'll start with the games. Now, I've been playing Pokemon all my life, so I have a bit of a collection that I've been accruing from way back when. So I figured we should probably go through each generation in order, starting with the oldest, of course, and working our way to the newest. So obviously we have the Gen 1 games, and I don't have my original Game Boy, so here we have my Atomic Purple Game Boy Color. Perfect for playing all the Gen 1 and 2 games. But for some reason, and probably the backlight, I prefer the eShop versions of these games. And yeah, the nostalgia of like holding one of these feels pretty cool. I mean, the buttons are pretty crisp on it still. But I don't know, the eShop versions are just way better. They're just better versions. And you can actually transfer the eShop versions up to Pokemon Home. Speaking of Gen 2, of course I have Pokemon Gold, Silver, and Crystal. Now why wouldn't I? I have a Pokemon YouTube channel, dummy. Moving on, I don't think anybody's Pokemon collection is complete without Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2. These games are so much fun. I love transferring my Pokemon from the cartridges to see them in glorious 64-bit 3D models. And of course you can't forget Pokemon Snap. Moving on to Gen 3, things are getting a little bit more up there. Here is my Pokemon GBA collection. A couple of reproduction cards here and there, but they work pretty much the same. Only there's no battery in the reproduction cartridges, so the time doesn't change. But they trade and everything else, so in my eyes they're like legit enough, I don't know. Better than spending $80+ on like legit copies in my eyes. And here we have the GBA SPs. I've always preferred these over the regular GBAs. Again, probably because of the backlight. And this one is my favorite. You can tell because it's in its own case. And if you haven't played Pokemon Channel, you're seriously missing out. I'm also super proud of this game store find, an actual Pokemon XD GameCube. I just got this like a month ago, and it's like already one of my favorite finds. It's just so cool. It's pretty simple. You just have Lugia there in the middle, but it's just overall, it's just so cool. Uh-oh, y'all, things are getting hazy. The DS era of Pokemon games is my favorite, so naturally the collection is the biggest here. And I'm sorry if any of this seems like I'm bragging or gloating. I'm trying my best not to. I just wanted to show off my collection. So, sorry. Here's 3 Heart Golds. I actually have no clue how I got 3 Heart Golds in the first place. I think I thought I threw out one, and so I bought another copy, and then I found my old copy, and then I think I lost the 2 copies in a move, so then I bought a 3rd copy. This is all back when they were less than $100, so it was fine. But yeah, I don't know how this happened. And I guess the same with Pokemon Pearl. I actually have Soul Silver too, but I don't have the case for it. This Pokewalker is also like 20 years old or something. I've had this since my first copy of Heart Gold. It needs a new battery, but I'd say it's in pretty good shape still. I also love how the Japanese copy of some DS games come with this like cardboard cover. I think it looks so sick. And here's the DS Lite collection. I figured if I'm going to collect any type of DS, it should be the lights. They could transfer Pokemon between Gens 3 and 4, so I have a bunch since they're all pretty cheap. And I just like the look of them. And this right here is my holy grail of DS Lights. Are you ready? I'll open this right now, but before I do, you gotta like and sub. I'm kidding, here it is. This is a limited edition Dialga Palkia DS Lite, and I love this thing so much. I wish I could say I've used it more, but I'm trying not to wreck it. I don't want to like drop and ruin it. I don't know. That's why it's in this case. And then we move on to 3DS games. And now here's a hot take. I actually love the 3DS Pokemon games. Kinda up until Sun and Moon, but I like Sun and Moon more than Sword and Shield, I think. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I should make a tier list. Comment down below if you want a tier list. Anyway, here's the 3DS collection. I have a couple cool ones, but my favorite will always be the Galaxy new 3DS XL. I just love Galaxy print stuff. So when they released this thing, I had to get it. I also don't know why I have so many consoles when you only really need like 1 or 2. I have a problem. I only have one Wii U Pokemon game, probably because there's only one Wii U Pokemon game, Pokémon Tournament. It's alright, but I do have some Pokemon Amiibo because, obviously. There's nothing spectacular about them, but I figured I'd throw them in too. They sort of fit the theme. And now we move on to Switch games. Now most of my Switch Pokemon stuff is on my Switch due to ease of access for Pokemon Home, but here's all the Switch titles I have. And let me tell you, getting both versions of the games became so much more justifiable when my girlfriend told me she wanted to play them. I don't have like the special edition Switches since those are like really expensive, but I do have plushies. Me and my girlfriend love Pokemon plushies. You've probably seen them before in the back of my videos and whatnot, but if you wanted to see all of them in one shot, here it is. Kinda. This is most of them. I had trouble fitting them all into this little table. I have more, but whatever. And maybe you've seen it before too, but here's my Mewtwo tattoo. He is my favorite Gen 1 Pokemon. And if you can guess where this pose is from, you win 10 whole internet points. I could go through all the Pokemon cards I have too, but I feel like that'd be pretty boring. I don't have anything crazy, it's just a bunch of old cards and stuff. And that pretty much covers it. It's a short video, I know. That's everything in my house sort of related to Pokemon. I'm sorry if you were actually hoping for like a real video next, but I've just been super busy this past summer. I had a wedding, I went touring with my band, I'm in a band by the way, and then I was really sick at the start of August for some reason, so I'm sorry this is super late. Like we hit 1,000 subscribers like a week before my birthday, and that was in July, and now it's like halfway through August, so I'm sorry. Here's a little video to hold you over until next time, I guess. Once again, I would like to thank everyone for 1,000 subs. It's such a small number, but just the fact that I'm able to do this makes me happy, so you know, brownie points for that, I guess. And if you want, you can follow me on Twitter at CreamThePhoenix. I'll put a little thing there or something, I don't know. And we are going to start streaming on YouTube. Isn't that fun? I think the first stream, I don't know when it's going to be, will be just like Dynamax raids, hunting for shiny Pokemon in Sword and Shield. I said I hated those games. I don't. I just think the Sun and Moon is better. So yeah, keep your eye out for some streams, because I'll be doing that on YouTube, and we'll have a good time and laughs and stuff. Anyway, thank you so much for watching and being here, and later, skaters.